I have the last poem she wrote.
And I think you're going to understand why I'm going to read it tonight, and then I'll sit down and shut. This is from Miss Bettye, just before she passed. In January 1871, the state legislature was as busy as a bee. They wanted another county in northern Middle Tennessee. In May, they told the border counties, "Give us part of your land, and a miracle you'll see." Stewart, Dixon, and Humphreys did all agree to donate the land for the greatest county to be. After many lawsuits and trials, they all said the same.
And the land became a new county, and Houston was its name. In April of '71, the county held its first election. For chairman of the court, Norman McKinnon was named. R.C. Russian was appointed sheriff. Then business became the name of the game. In October, Houston County Court needed a place to meet, and Arlington was selected as the new county seat. In May of '72, the county court held its first section, and the L&N Railroad said, "You made a bad decision." In 1874, Houston County had its first newspaper. The Houston County Times was published by James Faxon. It contained news of deaths, marriages, gossip, and all the political action. The trains could not stop in Arlington coming down that steep drop. And in 1878, the county seat had to move to Erin, where the trains could finally stop. In 1881, Mr. Hollister and Jacob Bucco donated the land for the building of a new courthouse in the square to stand. A county jail was built up on the hill, ready for anyone caught with a moonshine still. During the World War II years, Houston County's young men volunteered from the start. Some were just young boys wanting to do their part. Many of them answered the call. Some returned home, and sadly, some gave their all. In 1953, our own Lucille Christensen became the First Lady of Tennessee, and when her husband, Frank Clement, returned as governor, she represented us again in 1963. In the 50s, the counties went on a building spree. 3 new schools and a courthouse were built, and they're all still there for us to see. The new courthouse was dedicated in '57, and the old cold stove in the courtroom was sent to potbelly heaven. In the spring of 1962, Mayor Price and Dr. Luton agreed there is something we need to do. We should honor our Irish relation, and they began planning a big celebration. It will be the greatest we have ever seen, and we will call it the Wearing of the Green. It all came together in March of '63, 1 year later, and after 57 years, it has become even greater. Houston County had its own hospital in 1968, and it was appropriately named Trinity. In 1990, the county commissioners all did agree that we needed to build also an up-to-date library. Located on Tennessee Highway 149, on the northeastern Houston County line, proudly stands the county's state-of-the-art high school, jail, highway department, and Head Start. Equally proud we are of the western county line. There is the Danville Park, where the duck hunting and the fishing are fine. We have an RV and a primitive place to camp, and a double-wide concrete launching boat ramp. Another amenity we have for all is an airport and a $1,000 hamburger that is at your beck and call. 2020 has been a difficult year. We have all had the coronavirus to fear. This is not our first tests and trials that have been made. In 1873, we had the yellow fever, and 5 years later, a cholera plague. We are a very proud and resilient people, and we will once again bounce back. So if you're visiting or just passing through for a snack, it is said if you unpack for a brief stay, you will become a citizen and will never, ever want to go away.
And will never, ever want to go away. Miss Bettye McKinnon.
God bless Houston County and God bless America.